The sun's setting slow, but my clock's running fast. I'm trying to make sense of this mess from the past. Your words are a riddle, a puzzle unbound. The math ain't mathin' and you're nowhere around.
The math ain't mathing.
Sounds French like a twist in the air. I'm stuck in this spiral, but you don't seem to care. The roads that you're walking don't lead back to me. Your sense is a river that flows to the sea. The math ain't mathin', the numbers don't add. Your words turn to shadows and I'm going mad. The English you're speaking don't sound like it should. You ain't making sense though, I wish that you would.
All right. The math ain't mathin'. Hi, welcome to the Tug and Mule Show. I'm Tug.
And I'm Mule. This video is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please contact your local representative regarding contractual language and contractual rights. All opinions expressed in this video by Wonder Rosie and Bionic Christine are our own and do not reflect that of our employer. All opinions shared in this video are protected under the National Labor Relations Act. Did you stop sharing?
No.
Okay. I think you should.
Doesn't it just automatically?
I don't know. Okay.
We're back over
Just
here.
close it.
So
Then,
we gotta share. We're gonna have to share this one.
yeah.
Okay, I'll edit all that shit out later too.
Sorry.
So this is gonna be a very long show, probably one of our longest shows.
Oh, and I'm already bleeding it.
You need a pen and a paper. You're gonna want to take some notes because we're gonna be doing some math.
Because the math ain't
Because the
mathing.
math ain't mathin'. And this one's pretty bad. The math hasn't mathed in quite a few elections in the past, Local 63, but this one's pretty bad. So we wanted to go over the math and go through quite a lot of things. Like we're just
We
gonna
have
look through
concerns.
we do, but we want to look through all of the information that has been given us. And look through, then we're going to go through the entire election process and what it looked like. And we're going to go through all of the evidence and information and present it to you guys and let everybody just look at it and make your own opinions and form your own decisions and see what everything looks at. And we're also going to help you guys know how to fix this. Because what's the most important thing,
Solutions.
right? The most important thing is if there's a problem, and if there's an issue, you need to come up with a solution.
Mm-hmm.
And we've done that. So we are going to present the problem, we're going to present the issue, and we're going to come up with a solution. So here we go.
So we have 4 elections thus far.
Yes, in Joint Council 42.
Joint Council 42. Randy was the Joint Council president for years. He was the VP at large for years. He was the VP of the West for years. All those things. Sam was ahead of the JOM. You hear him boast frequently about his wonderful UPS contracts. And we got
combined together. They talked while they were running how they had a combined of over 100 years of proven leadership and proven experience.
Yes.
So and they have out of all of the locals in 63, they have the longest tenured, if you would call what they have, it would be the longest tenured experience, proven leadership and proven experience of all of the current locals that had ran in the 4 elections.
Because everybody else got 26% return. 26. Now, I'm not saying that's a fantastic return rate, but it is what it is. It's 26%. we got a whopping
20.
20%. Woohoo! Yeah.
So that's the lowest count in the joint council
So far.
so far out of all of the elections that we've had so far. So Randy and Sam, who they campaigned on proven leadership, on 100 years of experience. They campaigned on their pedigree of everything that they've done over the years, and yet the other leadership that ran in the other locals don't even have the time in office or have done what they have done, and yet they brought in a 6% higher membership participation in their own locals.
And we know that you guys were out campaigning. You guys were really campaigning. We saw Sam and Tony Quinones and David De Leon and the 22 business agents. They were out there too.
Every day from nominations until the ballot count.
Until the last day that the ballots could be postmarked.
Which was pretty much like the 15th, 16th, possibly the 17th. I think we saw Randy Esquivel on the 17th was at Waka. So they were out there every day at multiple places, depending on who they were, campaigning. They campaigned, I have to tell you, because most people in the local know that I've been involved for 25 years. I was involved with the 2010 campaign when Dan ran. I was involved with the 2013 campaign when I ran. We were involved with Romero's campaign 3 years ago, and we have been involved with this one. So
we weren't all that involved 3 years ago.
I knew, well, we covered it on our show.
Yes, we did.
So we know how much these guys campaign. And we see it. We're in the local. We're very active, you know. And we also know how much they've campaigned in IBT elections, in contract elections, because we're out there. We're involved. Christina and I have been involved in all these different elections.
They campaigned then?
So that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
exactly. So out of all the elections over the years, this is the most they have ever campaigned.
It seems that way, yeah.
So this is the most work they've done. Now, in comparison to what the Bajosino slate did, they were behind us. They did not campaign as hard. They did not go to as many crafts. They definitely could not keep up with the Bajosino campaign. And they did not campaign as hard as Bajosino.
We did 37 out of 53 crafts in our local.
Multiple times. Yeah. So that being said, this is some of the things that we want to point out is that you had two opposing slates out there campaigning for a extended period of time
and we had the longest amount of time to campaign. We did. Okay. Cause, Eric Jimenez in 952, he had 31 days from his nomination to his ballot count. 399 had 35 days. We had 44 days from nomination to ballot count.
And so that's also significant into the amount of numbers. Again, you get that, you have to hearken that back to the 20%. So not only did we have a longer time, we had almost 10 more days to campaign than Eric Jimenez, Lindsay Doherty, or even Lourdes in her local had to campaign. And yet Randy and Sam still could not deliver any more than 20% of the members' return. The members didn't vote any more than 20%. They still could not deliver a higher vote count. This is what they want us to believe, that despite all the campaigning that we did, all the campaigning they did, this is the most the members voted, really.
There were some days that we were out in 24 hours. I mean, we were out there and we were in a lot of places, many different places throughout a day.
Yep.
And I don't think they could keep up with us.
They could not.
But, you know, they tried. And it seemed like everywhere we went,
you'd see
them a couple days later where they went. But that's okay. We can do, not a big deal. That's campaigning. But
But you have to ask yourself, if we had almost 10 more days to campaign than the other locals, if we were campaigning harder than the other locals, because we know how hard some of the people in the other locals were they were not campaigning the way we were campaigning. If we had more time, if we were campaigning harder, both sides were campaigning way more fervently and going to more crafts. We have a larger local than all of them. And we have, according to Randy and Sam, the 100 years combined of proven leadership. And they have this huge pedigree of joint council president and VP at large and sitting on the JOLM and all you can bring in is 20%.
okay, so
you can't bring in.
we're gonna delve into some numbers because numbers is my thing. In 2010, I'm gonna take you back a little ways and we'll get back to this. But in 2010, I don't have the worksite list. I don't know how many crafts we had at that time. I don't know how many, locations there were and things like that.
But I can tell you that we campaigned like beasts because I was there.
Okay. According to the LM2, that thing that they say you'll learn about at the meetings. Yeah, that thing. They'll teach you all about it. I promise.
According to Josh Davis, they teach you all about it.
All about it.
At the general membership meetings. But that's not where Christine and I learned about it ever. We've never even heard them talk about it.
No, not.
And that's not where we learned to read it. That's not where we learned to find it. That's not.
Stop. You're going on rants right now.
Sorry.
You're starting to fucking aggravate me. But 2010, as of 12/31/09, there were 12,838 members. Now, let us assume that there wasn't some kind of magical disappearance of members from UPS during peak, because that's the explanation that we got.
Yes.
For the magical disappearance of membership from 19,199 at the end of the 2024 to the number of ballots that we mailed out, which was 14,032. I know I'm throwing numbers out again. But
despite the fact that Carol Tomei had shut down buildings and was laying people off, and we lost Sunrise and 400 employees have been laid off, and I didn't have any new hires on the ramp, and I don't know where the hell those numbers came from.
Anyway, so just assuming that they didn't magically disappear when it came time to mail ballots, there were 12,838 members. And that ballot count, there were 3,424 ballots counted. That was 26%.
This was in 2010.
2010. And Randy got 74% in 2010. So not only did our membership go down, or our membership is going down, but his supporters seem to be dropping as well. In 2010, Randy got 2,423 votes. That is, he got 468 fewer ballots this time around. He got 1,904. 468 fewer ballots, and right now we have 1,194 more members than we had
in 2010.
In 2010, it's almost 1,200. So then now we can jump to 2025, and 2 weeks before the ballot count, people were throwing out, business agents were throwing out numbers like 4,000 and 4,500 ballots have been returned. So there's still 10,000 ballots out there. Really?
So the big reason why they were doing this, and this is something that's really significant, and these are the reasons why we're explaining all of this to you is because there's just things that are questionable. Okay, when you have business agents that are sending out text messages and telling members that there's 4,500 ballots have come in or 4,000 ballots have come in, but it's imperative that you guys vote because we still have 10,000 ballots out there, and they're trying to get the members to vote because we still had two weeks left. It is imperative that you guys understand that if the BAs are putting that number out there, one, you have to ask, okay, where did you get that number? Because you guys need to understand we were not getting a weekly ballot count. Okay, we had asked for it. Sam had denied it, and both parties have to agree to it. So because that their side had not agreed to it, we were not getting a weekly ballot count. But you also need to understand that the election, the people that run the ballot count, they're hired by Randy. So they obviously were getting access to some kind of numbers if the business agents are throwing numbers out there. And so the business agents were throwing numbers out there to the members. So you have to ask yourself, why are you throwing numbers out there 2 weeks prior to the ballot count that are 4,000 ballots have come in, 4,500 ballots have come in, when 2 weeks later, when we go to the post office to pick up the ballots,
2,862 ballots.
that's the number that came in.
That was the number. And that now we have, after they ran all of the envelopes through their machine, we had 98 contested ballots. So that was eligibility or whatever the case may be. And we had 3 that people weren't listening when we gave the instructions. And 2 of them, they mailed their ballot in the secret ballot envelope, but inside of a different envelope. So it did not have their name and the barcode at the bottom of the envelope like we needed so that it could count your ballot. So that was 2. And then another one, somebody had cut out that information, the barcode and their name. And I understand. I do. I get it. You don't want people to know how you voted. And I swear we have no idea how anyone voted. So that should not even be an issue, but
They know that you voted.
they know that you voted.
We know they know that you voted.
And they read off each name of people that were in that 98 contested ballots. And there were a couple names that we know, but since it did not affect the outcome of the election, they weren't counted regardless. So we don't know what they were. But that was that part of it. So with 1955, which was Randy's number, that's how many votes Randy got.
That was about 70% of the vote. So Randy got 70% of the vote out of the 2,761 ballots that were counted. Okay.
Yes.
So you have to remember now, okay, you have 44 days of intense campaigning from both sides.
So I didn't even do that math. I should have done that math.
Which math?
If there were this many ballots from each barn, then 44 days, how many ballots came in every day?
Oh, yeah.
I should have done that.
So if you have 44 days of intense campaigning from both sides, and you have BAs that are going around saying that we actually had 4,000 to 4,500 ballots actually that had come in 2 weeks prior. And then the day of the ballot count, we actually only had 2,800 that actually came in, but we only counted 2,700. First of all, you have to ask yourself where in the hell the other 4,500, and it wouldn't have been 4,500. So if you still had 2 weeks left in that ballot count, you have to understand that means that more ballots were coming in. So if we had already gotten 4,500, then we could roughly assume that ballot count should have been somewhere around 5,500 ballots.
Like that.
that would have came in, which would have put us on par for where we should have probably been at with
26%, which was
which
what
would have been
everybody
about,
had.
yeah, which would, it would have been on par for what we were all expecting when we were doing the numbers from the different crafts and stuff, and with the kind of campaigning everybody was doing. That's what we would have
So-
expected.
So we broke it down.
So yeah, so
Right.
we started doing the math and breaking this down. If the numbers are what they want us to believe, that we actually got these 2,700, this is what it's going to look like.
You have so these are the numbers. Don't come back to me and say that's not the right number. As you can see, I've labeled it approximate, and these numbers are based on what the people at those businesses told us and what we gained from talking to them for the most part. So, you see ABF has approximately 350 members. A 20% ballot return would be 70, and KMAX Stewart getting 70% of that 70 would be 49. So 49 if you voted. Right. Coca-Cola and Empire Bus, they're smaller companies, but they still got 7 votes out of there. Ascendant, good job, guys. We remember seeing you there. You got 21. Golden State Foods, we were there for a while, but you got 28.
Lord Chavez.
Yeah. Ralph's, you have 1,000 members approximately, but 140 of you voted for KMAC.
Right? That's it. 140 people.
And Stater Brothers, you got 154. Way to go. Okay. UPS, we're going to break this down real quick because we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. But the 20% would be 1,800 ballots. Of those 1,800, 1,260 went to Randy, supposedly. We did break that down into per barn, but there was a couple of barns that only had 30 or 40 people. So you can't really say that 126 people voted out of there. So 3 of them are added together. So we're down 10, 126 per barn. Or if you want to take Randy's numbers, 1,955 with 53 crafts, he got 37 votes per craft. So
It's they're just bad. They're bad numbers. Like if you're literally saying, because the numbers are the numbers, and so it's like 126 people voted out of each barn at UPS.
Oh, but wait a minute. But if we break it down by craft, only 37. And then you break it down again by the 10 locations. So that's I'll give you a few extra too. So that's 4.
It's bad. It's bad. It's you just got to go, okay, so Tony, your guys, and Josh, your guys did not vote at all in Feeder. There's no way anybody knows you at all at Empire Marcus. They don't know you.
I got that unlocked.
No. These and here's the thing. So he's already at 1785. So he's not very shy of
Is
the
1955. What did
So
we say?
the rest of these are the rest of the crafts.
170.
So the rest of these crafts would pretty much make up the other 170. And a lot of these crafts we went to American Red Cross, we went to Martin Brower, we went to,
And they were pretty pissed off.
yeah, Zern Water, we went to US Foods, UNFI. We could just sit here and list all these other crafts because we went to a lot of the crafts.
37 out of 53.
So what we really wanted to show you with this was that if we are expected to believe the numbers that came in on the day of the ballot count, and this is how they break down. So this is it, guys. This is what the numbers are. This is how they voted approximately in each craft.
62 ballots a day.
That's it. That's all that came in.
That's it.
That's it. And this is an approximate of how many people voted out of each craft in this election for Randy. And it would be a tiny bit higher if we did all of them, but we just wanted to show you how they voted for the proven leadership of 100 years combined for the K-Max Stewart slate. So there it is. Black and white right there in all its glory. Oh, sorry. Okay. So, all right.
Moving on.
We're going to move on now.
So, the 2,761 was the total ballot count, and we have 400 shop stewards in our local, approximately. I'm not sure what the exact number is, but it's about 400. So each shop steward, if the business agent did nothing, each shop steward talked to 7 people and got 7 people to vote. If you want to talk about the business agents, the 22 business agents, there was 126 per business agent.
So that which kind of gets a little close to the numbers at UPS.
Yeah,
There you go.
all 22 of you.
There you go.
So is UPS the only one that voted? Wow. Anyways, if you just want to do Randy's numbers because
I'm
we
sorry.
know that, you know, Marcus wasn't in there campaigning for Bajosino.
Right.
So if you just want to take the 1,955 votes that Randy got, with the 400 shop stewards, you get like 5 people. And
5.
the business agents, that would have broke down to like 89 apiece, with as much access as they have to the members, as many times as they went places that we went to. That's no good. That's no bueno. So with 53 crafts.
So if you actually figure if all the crafts voted,
and if all the crafts had members enough to cover this number,
right? Because we understand that there's probably about 10 crafts that only have 2 or 3 members.
yeah,
So
we went there.
Right. And
What
some
about
of them are fake. Here's the fun part, okay? You guys need to know that your proven leadership, okay, gave us some addresses of empty dirt lots, buildings. That's why some of the pictures that you guys saw of Christine pointing at a name and smiling with the sign, those are just empty building, the empty offices. They're bogus addresses. So that's why we did that. That's why we were there, because we were basically sending a message to your proven leadership that we went, but
there was nobody there.
It was bullshit.
Okay, so if you break it down by craft, and like we said, we know some of them only have 2 or 3 members, we get it. But if you break it down by craft, there was only 37 votes per craft. So
that's your statistics. So because they list the crafts that they do,
well,
if that's how you're going to break it down,
well,
then
let us break it to, I say 53 crafts, and then you want 37 per craft. So then you got to break that down even more with UPS. So I'd say you got 4 votes out of every bar. And that's giving you a couple extra too. So those are our concerns. Those are the
Like,
numbers.
seriously, like if you actually do these numbers, guys, you're looking at like 4 votes a barn. 4
And UPS.
at UPS. You got 4. You got 4 votes. Yay. Good job. Good job.
Empire's on lock.
That's what you want us to believe with these numbers, where you only get 20% of the vote out of your local. We have major concerns about these numbers.
We have just a few concerns. It's not like a whole list.
No, there's some major concerns. So if you want us to believe, and you do, and because we've seen your posts, and you want us to believe, and okay, so let's say that there's no shenanigans going on. Let's say that there's no tomfoolery, and that these are the numbers.
Yep.
And that the best that the K-Mac Stewart proven leadership, 100 years combined, all your perfect little pedigree could bring in was 20%, 37 per craft. Pathetic. Your members are not participating. This is bad. It's bad. For years, you guys have talked about how you are the strongest local in the nation, that you're the greatest local in the nation. Well, you just proven that you're not.
Okay.
And we're very concerned. So here's some of our major concerns. Okay. These numbers prove that you now have an inability to organize. If you can't organize your own members to vote, there's no way you can organize new members. It's not you can't organize a new craft with 20%. And we know that. So if you can't organize your own members for anything higher than 20%, you're not going to be able to organize new members.
There's an inability to establish or maintain a strong strike line. And Bellflower Dental is the perfect example of that, because I went there. I wanted to walk the line, but there wasn't a line to walk. And the office had pulled the ponies off the windows. So there were no ponies. I don't think those girls are ever coming back.
They're not.
So I apologize that that's the way it's going to go for you guys, but I tried to walk the line with them and
no one was there.
no one was there.
And it's not the first time that we'd heard that no one was there. It's just sad that no one's there. But, you know, the
IBT is paying for that.
They are. Yes.
Isn't that what they said when they attacked them at Martin Brower?
Yes. Yep. That the IBT was still paying them their $1,000 a week, but they're not walking a line, man. Like, what's going on, dude? Like,
I thought that was the point. Like, if you
I
have
don't
to
know.
walk the line to get paid.
I don't run the local. I have no idea.
Oh, you don't have that
Proven leadership? No.
Okay.
So you're unable to enforce and bargain strong contracts. Now, Christine and I are very familiar with this because we work at UPS. And we're kind of living through it right now. You know, you've got a lot of dovetailing coming over through feeder. And you've got the shit that's going on in the shifting department. We've got massive change of ops going on. There's a lot of crap going on at UPS. We could sit here for hours and talk about it, but there's really no point. So we have, you know, we're going to be doing future shows, talking and interviewing members to just discuss the failed contracts at Ralph's and Stater Brothers.
No. They are not failed. I am envious. Or wait a minute, let me rephrase that. I should be envious of those.
That's right. It's a bitchin' contract. We'll get to that in a minute.
We'll get to that later.
And we're going to go over the Coca-Cola contract as well. There's some other contracts that we'd like to discuss with you guys because
they're fun.
They're exciting. Okay, so just really quick, I just want to know, raise your hand if any of you know that.
Are you going to be able to spit it out, or are you just going to laugh through it?
So, how many members here know that some of your BAs have to get permission from the company just to go on property? Like, they can't go in the barn?
It's in the contract.
Right, they can't go in a barn without calling the company and getting like, may I, mother, may I come on and represent my members? Like, it's actually in the contracts.
I was actually,
I don't know what kind of fucking leadership that is, dude, but I'm sorry, but you're castrating the business agents. Like, I'm sorry. Okay. Moving on. So it just sounds like a really weak contract. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways,
we're not covering that contract right now, so we'll get to that at a later point.
it's not the only one though. If
Okay,
it was just okay.
I don't know. I don't remember how many places asked us, did you make an appointment?
Like 7? And we couldn't figure out why until we found out it was in their contract.
Oh, and how about the police? The police were fun. The police would come and they'd say, oh, I don't know, but it looks like they have the right to be here.
Oh yeah, they love to call the cops on us.
But that's okay. Weak leaders lead to weak representation at panels, steps, arbitration, whichever process your company goes through. We go through local meetings and then panel and then arbitration, I think is our.
And every craft has a different way of going through their grievance process, and we understand that. We understand that not everybody has the same process. But it's weak. Like it's obviously this is part of the reason why we're struggling with our grievance processes and just having, just getting fired and written up and the whole process.
But wait, we can fix it. Okay.
So
we can fix it.
As you know, like we said in the beginning, with every issue, you address the issue, you address what you have to go through the whole process, the whole steps, and you have to come up with a solution. Because like and I always make sure
when you file
there's a solution to every problem.
You have to have a resolution,
always.
Like a plan in your head of what you feel the resolution should be. So according to K-Mac Stewart, the solution to the problems, because this is the problem, member participation, is that people don't attend the general membership meetings. That is the solution.
That's
everything.
Solution.
For everything.
Attend a meeting.
How do you be a shop steward? Memo.
Attend a meeting.
Attend a meeting. So we did that for years.
Right. How do you learn about the LM2?
Attend a meeting. Because Josh said that we would have known the 6,000 people were gone because it was somewhere in the meeting.
Right.
Well, I don't remember hearing that. But we were at the meetings.
It's the only place you're going to find your BA, so attend a meeting.
Oh, right. You might as well. So
we agree. Attend the meetings.
We think it is high time that you flood your local general membership meetings. Okay. And there are tons of things that the local does for you that your dues pays for.
Mm-hmm.
And we just wanted to remind you that your dues pays for it. So by all means, go there and take advantage of these things that the local spends your money on.
Spends your money on. Yeah. Tell them what you think of them too. Like you need to make sure that you're expressing what your opinion is of them because they need to know. They want to know. They have expressed the fact that they want to know. They're very much interested in knowing exactly what the hell we think of them. So go down there and tell them what you think of them. But while you're there, make sure that you get your coffee and your donuts and they have a taco truck and make sure you get your food from your taco truck.
Yes.
Because at every meeting they have food. So make sure that you go to these meetings because also we are going to make sure that everybody is updated on everything that's coming at every single meeting because you guys need to take advantage of the things that the local is providing you with your money.
You need to partake in these events in November. It's one of our favorite meetings.
It's our favorite meeting.
It's our favorite meeting.
Yay.
Because we have so many favorite meetings.
So many. We love the meetings.
Get your turkey. The local hands out a turkey to every member.
Every member.
So make sure you show up. Make sure you get your
Get
attendance.
your attendance card. It is imperative that when you get there and get there early, I'm talking early, it fills up fast. Make sure you get an attendance card. You have to turn in the attendance card when you get your turkey. Okay. So make sure you get an attendance, and you have to go into the meeting and listen to the meeting in order to get an attendance card.
But
So
you're
there's a
gonna-
whole process,
you're
but it's
gonna-
okay because you're going to get a free turkey.
And you're going
And
to
you
learn
paid for
something.
the turkey.
And you're going to learn something because that's what they tell us.
Yes.
You're going to learn something.
Yes, they around that time they should be talking about all kinds of various stuff. I mean, it's the end of the year, so you're going to definitely learn about the financials. Summarize.
I've been trying to summarize. You won't let me. In January, you have the right to use the park. Rialto Hall has a park, and every member is entitled to go there and reserve the park for their family event or
Birthday, wedding
know,
reception.
whatever. But you have to reserve it at the beginning of the year.
So it's usually January 2nd, but we're not sure this year because January 2nd is on a Friday. They're going to be off on the 1st. So
Yep.
they may wind up doing it on the 5th of January. We're going to find out the exact day, and we're going to be updating
and that's
these
another
shows.
thing, you have to be there early.
You have to be way early, because those lines fill up fast. So we're going to be doing shows and updating you. Like we're going to update you on the exact day to go that they're going to be having the turkey meeting, and we're going to update you on the exact day to go on in January to sign up for the use of the park. And then there's one more thing that we think is super important. And this message is
more for the local.
yeah, it's more for the local. It's in part more for Randy and the e-board. So you guys had made we read some of your comments, and we thought that they were very, very poignant.
Do you want me to read those?
Yes.
Mr. Tom Sierra, the members have spoken with 70% of the vote. That voice was in favor of the K-Mac Stewart slate. Big thanks to all our members and stewards who supported us. Local 63 continues to support proven leadership and proven experience. On the K-Mac Stewart slate page, earned trust and support for the next term. Thank you to every member who took the time to vote. This victory belongs to all of us. So since we are so thankful to the members, we really are. We love the fact that 2,800 of you participated in your local election out of 14,000.
And since you yourselves have said that you appreciate every one of them that voted and took the time, and the victory belongs to all of us. It's all of our local.
And let me say this first. Your daughter and son-in-law stayed at the Ronald McDonald House when your granddaughter was in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So we approve. We totally understand the charity. We get that. However, $15,000 to $30,000 every year goes to the Ronald McDonald House. And we support charity. We have nothing against charities at all. But I think that you need to pay attention to your members, to the people in your own house. What was that thing you said about the barbecue?
If your house is on fire, you don't go next door and take your hose and put out your neighbor's barbecue.
So we think, and this is for the leadership, we think you should say thank you to the members for all of their money and support by making December a meeting of member appreciation.
Yep.
Fill the gym with toys and gifts and give them to the members. Other locals in our joint council do the same. I don't know about all across the nation, but I know that
Quite a
other-
few of them across the nation do it.
So,
And we know the
I-
joint council members, the joint council locals do it.
so, I think that it's time that you acknowledge the members and all they do for you.
Yep.
Um,
They put you back in office. It's high time you thanked them.
Yeah.
According to these numbers, they put you back in office. It's high time you thanked those members.
2,761.
The members, you acknowledged the members on your own page.
The
it's high time that you
1,955.
Thank those members. You should have at least 1,955 gifts inside that gym in December to hand out to kids and adults, thanking all the members that put you back in that local. That's the number you want us to believe. That's the number that voted for you. That's what you're trying to tell us. If they had thanked them.
Okay, so just let's break it down. There is a taco truck available for after every meeting. There's coffee, donuts, and other assorted beverages are also available. Your dues pay for it. So you should go and partake in this thing every month. And remember, it's only 9 months a year because you got the summer off.
Yeah,
So
they go dark.
so you get it's 9 visits a year.
And some of the meetings are short,
Yeah. Yeah.
real short, because they're giving stuff away, and we'll let you know when those meetings are going on.
Yeah. So we will let you know about these events, and we want you to partake in them, and we want you to get involved. Some of the things that they talk about in these general membership meetings are contracts. UPS, we are now envious of Ralphs and Staters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Because the Ralphs and Staters, is, according to Tony, is a bitchin' contract.
Yeah. So you let
And
me know.
the Ralphs and Staters contract is better than the UPS contract. So you
So-
may want to go to whoever's going to negotiate whoever's negotiating the next UPS contract. You know who you are. You may want to talk to Augie and Randy and Lou.
Lou.
Because you're going to need to get their advice, because that language, that holiday language and
Jury duty.
yeah, Stuart
So-
language in there.
So you guys let me know what language is really good, and we will write a proposal because we're really good at that. We will write a proposal and have it put into your section of the contract
Just for you, Tony. We'll put it right into feeder, just for you, since it's so bitchin'.
because I don't want it in mine.
I'm not putting it in mine. It ain't going into air. Air's already shit enough in the UPS contract. I'd add nothing.
You're going to hear about the crafts. You'll hear about Amazon. You'll hear about Bellflower Dental, and then UPS, Staters, and Rouse. Is there anybody else in our
ABF,
ABF? Yes.
T-Force,
Do we hear a lot about them?
once in a while.
Blue Moon.
Maybe it'll start more now.
Maybe. Those Bellflower Dental girls. Go.
Yeah.
You go. You'll learn about the financials. They go over the financials in great detail.
Summarize.
Okay. You'll learn about the LM2 and all the places that your money gets spent. Don't laugh at me.
I'm sorry.
And you will hear about people's wives.
Mm.
And I can't tell you how very important hearing about somebody's wife is to the
Alimony.
Local- local membership.
But you need to go. You do. We got to start going to the membership meetings. It's really, really, we're not kidding now. It is really important that we start going to these meetings. We need to start flooding these freaking meetings. Like, honestly,
And you have to tell them what you think.
we need to go so they will go. Get it? We need to go so they will go. Go to the meetings. Tell them what you think of them.
Is there anything else we should add?
No,
There was no tomfoolery.
no,
No shenanigans.
44 days of campaigning by both slates in excess of hours and days and time was resulted in only 20% of the members voting. Absolutely. I'm buying every fucking bit of it.
There were 62 ballots a day.
That's it. 62 ballots a day. I don't know where UBAs came up with that 4,000, but hey, you know what? Those wound up under a desk somewhere and they're shredded now.
Yeah, we'll never
I'm
see
sorry.
those.
But there was no shenanigans and no tomfoolery. Proven leadership.
100 plus years. But we appreciate your time. We will have more fun stuff for you.
Oh, we're going to have a lot of stuff coming in the future.
And we got lots of time on our hands. Don't we?
Yeah. We're going to be letting people know about all the fun stuff that's coming to the local so they can all come, especially the turkeys. Don't forget, November, go get your turkey. You paid for it. 14,000 people need a turkey. And if you don't get a turkey, if you got one more thing, if you don't get a turkey that day,
Get a voucher.
Get a voucher. If they don't have enough, Sam, Randy, you probably need 3 trucks of turkeys. And if you run out of turkeys, make sure you have the vouchers. Okay. Because any member that doesn't get a turkey or a voucher, hang on to your
Attendance
card. Make sure you keep it. Because if you don't get a turkey or a voucher, please contact us. Because we'll make sure that you wind up getting a voucher later on. Because you're entitled to it. Because it's your money. It's your local. And they have to provide you with either a turkey or a voucher because you went there. Because at the end of the day, it's all your money. And they can't deny you. So we got you.
We're trying to get the members involved.
Yep.
It's
all about making sure the members are participating.
And we're solving the problems. We are going to fix this together.
Together. We have your back, Randy and Sam. Together. United.
Okay.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be singing.
When we're winning, we'll be singing. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Gonna keep it down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Get knocked down, but I get up again. Gonna keep it down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Gonna keep it down. This is the night away. This is the night away. Oh, doggy boy, doggy boy, doggy boy. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Bye.